Sung hard I wore when it came hard to breathe. Had to focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. That's your man, hey, 'cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician, and if you're
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. He got 29 yards that time.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Delta. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Let's go. 2nd and 1.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. Off the left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Ready, break.
Now Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready. 52 block. Ready.
Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Spike 60. Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joey Bosa. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now 3rd down and very long. He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he floated one out there, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
17.
And it's 3rd down.
Love looking to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he'll be taken down 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. And it's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 33.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, smash. Check that, street.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with a draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Warren. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
That'll give them 8 that time. Yeah, that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 50 yards. And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
19, Tiger, 19.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready, cut, cut.
Love now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good burst there, gets him 7 out to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set, steal. Here we go, set.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Smash, red. Red, set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead, Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got it with the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Here we go, set. 50, green. 6, mega. Set, huh?
Back to throw. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Packer first down.
Set, huh?
Looking to throw. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
45. Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He finds his man complete. It's Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Set. Hey, you. Blast. 95.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus now for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made appear as they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Love. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Strike it. Here's set.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 25. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Red, 38. Hut.
Here's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 more yards there and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 2nd and 13. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running left, it's Warren. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 9 now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Warren, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Golden now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Love from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Red 38. Edo blue. Claws red.
In motion, the tight end. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
First down, Green Bay.
6. Measure. Let's go now. Block 40. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, 35 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
60, let's go now. 19, 18.
Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
70 Lions.
A handoff for Warren. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Down inside the 10. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
And the Steelers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Love. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. 33. Yep, blue striker. Here, yellow. Black ultra.
Love looking to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And they take a knee.